Hi, it's Georgie from Realistify, and I would like to show how to purchase the insurance from the independent website. The first thing that you do is you enter your personal details like birth date, your gender, your postcode, and whether or not you want to insure your family. So let's say that we want to insure family as well, so I can show you everything. So the first thing is that you enter on the next page. If you select that you want to insure the family, they ask you for the gender of your partner and also like their birth date, and they ask you for like if you want to insure your kids. If you want to insure your kids, it's necessary, by the way, and you have to attach them to one of the adults. So if you buy them like together for the whole family, you have to buy for your kids as well, and they're insured for free under the age of 18. And they also have the free dental insurance under the age of 18 and free orthodontist. So the first thing is that then you select how many kids you have, and for each of them you select the gender and their birth date. On the next page, it asks you for the own risk. It means that first, for example, 385 euros you pay from your pocket during the year, and above 385 then insurance will cover all your costs. By the way, it doesn't include the costs for like going to the general practitioner is generally free, and few other things are generally free that you can read about on the Redox. There is a list of the things that are free. But like, for example, if you want to go to the hospital or if you want to buy some medicaments, first 385 euros during the year you have to pay on your own, and above that the insurance will cover 100%. This minimal own risk is set by the government during the year, so 385 is 2022. If you increase it to 885, it means that you don't expect to go to don't expect any extra like going to the hospital or any extra expenses, then you can set to 885. It will significantly decrease your monthly premium, but in this case, if you need some medicaments or something during the year, then first 885 euros you'll have to pay from your own pocket. So generally it's recommended to go for the lowest one, so let's select 385. The next question is if you want to have the dental coverage. There are, for example, 75% of first 250 euros or 100% and so on. You can select it on your own. The next question is if you want the physiotherapy. It depends, of course, on your condition. If you frequently go to physiotherapists because of some problems, then you can select the coverage. For example, 6 times during the year, 9 times, and so on. The next thing is the pregnancy. So 40 hours support or 40 hours support plus labor in the hospital. So if you expect a kid, you can select one of those. The next question is medical assistance outside of the country. So in the Europe, you're generally covered with European health insurance. But this is like the extras. For example, if you want to buy the medicaments, then it will be covered as well. Or if you want to live, for example, outside of EU for some time, this could be a great option. The next thing is orthodontist from 18 years. As I said, orthodontist under the age of 18 is free. So yeah, like here are the coverages. So first, like 100% of first 500 euros, or for example, like 75% of first 2,000 euros, and so on. You can select depending on your own situation if you need orthodontist. Alternative care, those are like if you have some disease and you want to try some medicaments that are not yet approved by the healthcare system, then you can select one of those options. So the insurance will cover first 250 euros of the cost of this alternative Medicare that is not generally approved by healthcare system and is still under the trial. But if you have some you have to decide if you want to go for alternative care. Next one is the birth control. 100 or 200 euros per year, the coverage. And the next thing is glasses and lenses. So if you use a glasses or lenses, you can get coverage for 50 euros, 100, 105, or 200 euros per year. By the way, whenever you select one of those, please always take a look at the price, because all of them will significantly increase the monthly premium for you. So we can move to the next page. On this page, you will see the comparison of different providers. As you can see, like there are the Wing Wing, AVTO, and Zilver & Cruz Zizo. Those two companies are actually from the same corporation. They have almost the same coverage, and they are the most popular among the expats, at least from what we saw. And there are also, like, you can take a look like below for some other options. You can go into the details and read more about them. What are the minus or pluses? Let's go, for example, for the Zizo. In this case, the only problem is that you don't get covered if you buy the medicaments, for example, online. But for example, if you go to the pharmacy, then you will have the coverage for your medical expenses. So, but they have the great app, for example, I can say about the Zilver & Cruz, and you can reach out to them for the help via the WhatsApp, which is quite convenient. So, or you can check some other options, but in this case, let's go for Zizo. So on the next page, it will ask you if you want the worldwide coverage. In most of the cases, if you travel outside of EU, you will anyway need a travel insurance. So it depends, it's up to you, but generally it's not really necessary to go for this. You can, whenever you need, you can buy per day the worldwide coverage from, for example, from your bank as a separate travel insurance. On the next step, it will ask you for your email, for your initials, like in my case, it's GC. And this is like the, in the middle, for example, in Netherlands, there is a one or one there, and you can enter here. And the next thing is your last name, and you have to do it for for the whole family in this case. Then you enter your address, like postcode, house number, the edition, the street name, and the name of the place, like city, and your phone number. On the next steps, it will ask you for some additional details, and after you finish this flow, in the end, you will get the, after you submit your request, you will receive by email the notification, like confirmation, and within 2 weeks you will receive by the envelope your European medical cards for these specific insurance providers. So this is mostly it. If you have some questions, please ask us in the chat, or you can also like the check on the Redox documentation. So if you go to the insurance, here are, for example, a list of the things that are not covered by, that are free generally. And for example, if you select own risk 385 euros, this won't affect that own risk. So this will be always free. For example, going to general practitioner is always free. Maternity care costs are also always free, or nursing care, and so on. You can also go into the in the settling in healthcare system and read a little bit about like how dental care works, for example, and how is it with the medicine and pharmacies. And again, if you have some questions, please reach out in the chat, and we'll be happy to answer all your questions. So thank you. Bye.